how would teacher prep have to change in order to make sure that, our students and our staff share cultural values?
Having the conversations about race in the midst of the teacher prep programs. When we do interviews, we ask people about race. We ask them what role their identity plays in their professional practice and their growth trajectory, and what role does that play in their interactions with kids. And there's some folks who wrestled with the question, and we can have some dialogue. There's some folks who are offended by it. There's some folks that it's clear in their teacher prep program, despite what they think they've been exposed to around social justice, no one's ever asked them about their identity and their background. And that's a huge part, because the work is not about intentions, it's about your impact. And you authentically don't have a sense of what your impact is if you have not come to grips with the full magnitude of what your identity represents, good, bad, or ugly. So that conversation needs to be normalized. People need to be comfortable having their stories challenged. I remember when I was in a teacher prep program, one of the most fascinating things for me was getting an assignment on day one where we all had to tell our families' biographies. And there were so many stories that were shared about how someone came from a European nation and their grandparents worked hard and they became a success. And it was not until the professor challenged them in the midst of that classroom to identify what are some of the structures of privilege that their ancestors may have benefited from, that other folks who also came from immigrant families that were not of European descent did not have the ability to benefit from, which have led to our current circumstances. We need to dig deep, people. It's personal work.